This is a special report from ABC News Digital.
I'm Dan Kleffler in New York with this ABC News Digital special report on that deadly train derailment in Spain. The train was traveling at a high speed last night when it tried to make a sharp turn and the car started flying off the tracks. It happened in the town of Santiago de Compostela in the western part of Spain, north of Portugal. The death toll is now at 78. And ABC's Lama Hassan is monitoring the situation from our London bureau with more. Lama?
Morning, Dan. Well, we're learning that among the 141 injured are at least 5 Americans in what is now described as Spain's worst train disaster in 40 years. At least 78 people were killed. Witnesses describe the train cars flipping and bursting into flames after coming off the tracks. One car ripped apart by the force of the crash. Now, the train was traveling from Madrid and it derailed in northwestern Spain, which is a tourist destination that was preparing to celebrate a popular summer festival that attracts Christians from all over the world. The festivities have been cancelled now. There are reports this morning saying that the 8-carriage train carrying 218 passengers was traveling at nearly 3 times the speed limit on a sharp curve because it was reportedly behind schedule. Now, we do know that one Spanish journalist said that the driver was driving too fast at the time of the accident, traveling 118 miles per hour in a 60 mile per hour zone. So you can just imagine how fast the driver was going. Now, we understand that the state rail company says the train did not have any technical problems. It was checked right before it was on the tracks. An investigation has now been launched.
And Lama, I understand obviously that they've been looking at obviously the speed of the train and they've also been looking at the condition of the track. Any word on potentially about the conductor, about any nearby stations, the rail stations that coordinate the traffic between the trains, or even the weather conditions playing any kind of a factor into this?
Not at the moment. As I just said, an investigation is underway. We understand that there was no technical problem. So far, we understand that one of the main contributing factors was the speed that the driver was driving at the time of the impact. So again, we will have to wait until we get the investigation and the results from the investigation. I don't think weather had anything to do with it.
What about, have we been hearing anything about, obviously this video is just so horrific to watch, and shortly thereafter, do we know of any witnesses, any accounts that came rushing then to the scene there to help those people that were involved in that crash?
Well, even this morning, you know, this train crash happened late last night, Spain time. Even this morning, there were police officers, forensic officers on the site, search and rescuers on the site as well, trying to find some of the survivors, because some of them were still strapped into their seats on the train. So even earlier this morning, they were trying to get to the survivors. But as of now, we understand that at least 141 have been injured. And of course, the investigation will most likely give us an insight into what happened.
All right. ABC's Lama Hassan in London with the latest on that investigation. Lama, thank you for that. Of course, we have a complete report on abcnews.com on that deadly Spanish train derailment. 78 people were killed, including 5 Americans, and as Lama was just reporting, at least 141 passengers injured from that accident last night. Speed seems to be the major cause for that accident. Of course, as that investigation continues, we will update you as those developments are released. For now, I'm Dan Kleffler in New York with this ABC News Digital Special Report.
This has been a special report from ABC News Digital.